You should go back to doing your old thing where you just make really bad, cringy jokes for intro gags. I was listening to one of our older episodes, and I was like, wow, I remember when you used to just look up bad Doctor Who jokes, and that would just be the intro. Bring back that Who's There.
Complete list of mostly awesome Doctor Who jokes.
How long is it going to be until we get comments that are like, I miss the old Who's There?
Mate, I feel like we're already getting them.
Are we?
No, we're not.
I was going to say, I was like, what am I missing out on? Come on.
I feel like it'll be after the first 100. They'll be like, oh, they really fell off, didn't they?
They really did, yeah. It just went to hell. It was just bad.
It's just bad. It's just not good. Hey, Troy.
Go on.
Are you from Skaro?
No.
Oh. Because you are delectable.
Roll the intro.
Oh, wrong one.
Roll the intro. Roll the intro. Roll the intro!
Hello and welcome back to Who's There, a Doctor Who podcast, a show where two YouTubers get together and talk about the best show in all of time and space, Doctor Who. Joining me, as per always, is Troy wearing the N7 cap, as he always does. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you, buddy. I'm okay, but not as always. I did wear a different cap in 2 different episodes.
I know. I was wondering, why is this one back? Were the fans wanting this one back? Was it a campaign?
Oh, yeah. Don't call it a comeback. It's been here for forever, or whatever the lyrics are. I forget. I don't know.
Bars. Absolute bars.
Absolute bars. So is it my job to introduce you then? Because with me is my other co-host, Crispy Pro. Because he just immediately focused on me, which is nice. Yeah, I really like the attention. I'm
trying to be selfless today. I'm trying to be selfless. And speaking of which, me being selfless, I set up the entirety of today's episode. Troy is going into this blind.
I don't know what we're doing.
He has no idea. You guys all know what's going on. You guys will know what's going on from the title. But Troy is terrified, and trust me, it's nothing to be terrified of. But I just feel like I didn't want to give you a chance to do any research on this topic. So
yes, because we do lots of research, regardless of our episodes. We prepare. We sit in rooms without lights on, just meditating for hours, thinking about what to say. Oh, we must meditate and think about the best Doctor Who cliffhangers. Yeah, you definitely don't just wing it 5 minutes before we start recording.
No. I think we should get official merch. We should get official merch that says podcast with a plan, and then at the back it just says wing it 5 minutes before recording. What do you think? What do you think?
We should do like a fake Nike logo instead of just do it. It says just wing it.
Just wing it, mate. Just wing it. That's what this podcast is.
We need to make a merch store, man. The merch store needs to happen. The merch store Patreon.
We will.
Let me tell you, man. Let me tell you. All right, my tutoring is about to dry up. I'm gonna need money. We're gonna have a problem. Very soon.
We're gonna monetize the heck out of this podcast. Yeah. So I hope you guys are ready for ads every 5 minutes. It's gonna be crazy.
Ads constantly. Today's video is sponsored by insert company. Don't put Powered by Riverside.
Riverside FM.
Can they please sponsor us?
They haven't paid us yet. I am in contact with them, but we'll see if anything comes from it. I sent them an email. But they want anyway. That's.
I'm doing a very suggestive face to the camera for the audio listeners. I'm going.
Very curious. Very curious.
Oh, thanks.
But yes, Troy. What are we doing first? Do you want to do the poll?
Let's do polls. Let's keep the illusion up for as long as possible because I legitimately do not know. It was only a passing joke at the end of Ellie's episode, which, by the way, is doing insane on YouTube. So thank you all for watching.
Thank you, everyone.
We've got nearly 1,000 views in a couple of days. It's mad. It's doing brilliant.
Absolute madness.
It's doing brilliant. It's better than the Doctor Who Dating Simulator episode. Who knew?
Which is wild. Which is probably our best episode. I'll say.
There's some great episodes. There's some great episodes of this potty. Let me tell you. But I only said at the end of the episode, I was like, what are we doing? And you were like, I'll do it. I was like, okay, well volunteered. And I messaged you 2 days ago, and you were like, what day are we recording? We booked it. I was like, do you know what we're doing? You went, nah, I'll sort it out.
Nah,
okay.
I'll sort it out.
And then you messaged me this morning I've got a plan, I'm not telling you. I was like, okay, well, I'm scared. So before we find out what the plan is, the poll this weekend, I asked you guys, what do you think... Oh.
You need the poll music, sir, before we go into it.
I forgot. To be honest, I introduced it wrong anyway. I asked you guys what you think, and it was wrong. So this is your chance to save it. Okay, do the poll theme, and I'll rectify the situation. It's poll time. So this week's poll was we should set it up so we take it in turns, and every other week, whoever says it's poll time, sync it up with whoever's doing the intro. So like you should have done it, and then next week I'll do it. You know, there'll be a cool little feature.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's
so
cool.
Just
I like
talking
that.
about podcast things in the middle of recording. It's all good.
As we do.
So this week's poll was: which 60th anniversary special title do you like the most? I was going to say which one's the best or which one's blah, blah, blah. I was like, I don't want to be too specific. Let's just see what people actually like the most, which one appeals to people. So as a reminder, the titles are The Star Beast, Wild Blue Yonder, and The Giggle. They're the three options. Crispy, which title do you think won the poll? I don't think there's any illusion here, but...
There is no illusion. I think Wild Blue Yonder is by far the most imaginative title, and just the secrecy around the episode has a lot of people intrigued, so I think that one will take the cake and eat it too.
And you're correct. On Spotify, out of 28 votes, 64% went for Wild Blue Yonder, while 14% said The Star Beast and 21% said The Giggle. Whereas on YouTube, 412 votes. It's a lot of votes. It's a lot of votes.
Thank you very much.
62% said Wild Blue Yonder, 21% said The Giggle, and 17% said The Star Beast. So a pretty even split, about 3/3 saying Wild Blue Yonder, and then roughly about a fifth each for the other two titles, with slightly more for The Giggle. So that's intriguing. That's very intriguing.
That is intriguing.
Yeah.
Are you most excited for Wild Blue Yonder?
I am quite excited for Wild Blue Yonder. The thing I find weird about it is that in that trailer with the titles, I didn't realise, everyone else seems to have picked up on this but me, I didn't realise the clips they were showing before each title were clips from that specific episode. I thought they were just littering random clips in there and then saying what the titles were as you were going along.
Nor did I. I thought that was... I've gone out of focus.
Your camera's really... It's not doing you any favours today, is it?
Well, I just took it on a trip to Sydney, and I did like a bunch of cool video stuff with it, and I think I might have messed with the focus settings, so if I go out of focus, I apologise, people, but it's a podcast. You can still hear me.
You silly goose.
But yeah, I was very much with you there, Troy, thinking when I first watched the trailer, I didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, this is cool, they've got all these random shots in it. But then I thought back to the little teasers they had, and it matched everything in that announcement trailer. And I was like, oh my gosh, these are shots from each individual thing. So there you go. Very, very intriguing indeed.
It's intriguing. It's intriguing. I figured that Neil Patrick Harris would be like the big villain in episode 2.
I thought he was going to be the big villain from episode 1 to 3. I thought he was going to be in every single episode, but he might only be in the third.
The more I saw of the Beat the Meat stuff and the Wrath Warriors, I was like, I guess that might be more episode 1, and then like they drop in with Neil at the end of episode 1, and then he's the villain going on, but maybe not, I don't know. But Wild Blue Yonder, it's a weird one. I was in the middle of Googling it last episode, and then never actually read anything out because we were talking about something else, probably about Ellie saying she didn't like Star Wars. Still not happy with her about that.
He's not still hung up on that, guys.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not hung up on it at all. So Wild Blue Yonder it's actually the theme of the US Air Force.
What
and
does that
it's
mean?
The opening lyric. It's the opening line. Off we go into the Wild Blue Yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. Adam now, give him the gun, give him the gun.
Don't give the doctor the gun. He won't want the gun.
He won't. Yeah, he never would. Remember, he never would.
He never would.
Make the foundation of this society a man that never would. Doctor's daughter.
Exactly.
Better episode than people make it out to be. Anyway,
Amen.
Crispy.
Yeah.
No news. There's no news this week, I don't believe. Oh, there was one little thing, so it's actually a good job that you hit that button. Because Doctor Who's Twitter account announced they're going to be doing some special 60th anniversary books. From Puffin Books, the Decades Collection, which is a new series of novels, each celebrating a different decade from Doctor Who's extraordinary history. So, a story set in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, noughties, and the 10s. The thing that, Twitter is always going to argue over everything Doctor Who related. We're not under any illusion here. I don't know why I keep instantly looking up at an empty ring light. My camera's not even up there anymore, the old ones. I keep looking up there and forgetting the camera's on top of my monitor. I've only had it for 4 weeks now. People are up in arms a little bit because of the choice of doctors for different decades. Of course, the big ones are people going, why is the 10th Doctor in the 90s? Because there seems to be a bit of a... People have had enough of David Tennant's agenda on Twitter.
Oh, really? I haven't seen any of that.
Oh yeah, you've not seen any of that, buddy.
Funny you bring that up. Well,
yeah,
weird,
not at all. Which, by the way, someone made a very good point. You need to remember, David Tennant's one of the only modern Doctors that actually is coming back for stuff. So, just... Please, the dramatics, stop, okay? I do understand people saying that he was kind of the face of Jodie, and sometimes when he shouldn't have been, I do get that. But the overall, there's too much 10. Knock it off, please. Let's enjoy. Let's enjoy every, I'm too positive, I know that, but I don't care.
Well, we're generally positive on this podcast. I like that.
Exactly.
I like that fact about it. I think we're more... Not positive. I think we're more optimistic.
Yes.
I feel like there's not too many deal breakers.
Because
but we are so
David Tennant
biased.
is your dad, and he also ate my face. So.
And we are funded by the BBC. So there you go.
Can I be funded by the BBC? I could really do with the money. That'd be great.
Maybe. I'll have to chat to my dad.
Okay, good. Please do.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so there was some criticism over that, but genuinely, I'm just surprised at the choice of doctors for all of the books.
I didn't see which ones they were. Can you tell me?
The 60s one is the first Doctor. Makes sense. Good choice.
Cool.
The 70s one is the 12th Doctor.
Mr. Capaldi?
It's Mr. Capaldi. So I don't
What
know
is
what the
going on
logic
there?
was there. That was a bit weird.
Okay.
The 80s one was the 4th Doctor, which even then is a bit of a stretch. Because
Okay.
Tom Baker left Doctor Who in 81. He was barely the Doctor in the 80s. Like, you would have thought they'd go for 5, 6, or 7, but The 90s one is the 10th Doctor, when the only Doctor in that decade was Paul McGann. So, the noughties is the 9th Doctor. Good, fine. That's
Yeah.
good. And then the 10s Doctor is Matt Smith. So a few of them are right, but it just feels like if they want...
It's a bit
I
strange.
would have personally thought they'd do Doctors suiting each decade. So David Tennant's not the only one that doesn't make any sense. I don't think Capaldi makes no sense, and Tom Baker barely does. But...
I mean,
I
it's
don't know.
time travel, whatever, but it's strange.
It is,
It's really,
yeah.
it's weird. It's weird to have that. Like, I would prefer it if all of them were a bit jumbled. Like, have Capaldi in the 60s, have Hartnell in the noughties. Like, that'd be interesting. Don't you think? An interesting
Hartnell
perspective.
versus the Spice Girls.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, don't you think that would be a cool thing? Because now we have that. Time has passed for us. Like, it could be cool seeing how he would react to stuff now, even though you would know. Hartnell wanting the Spice Girls to come back. One day they shall come back. Yes, they shall come back.
So what, is he Old Spice in that case?
Yeah, he's Old Spice. He is the Old Spice, the original Old Spice.
So, that's the end of our news. I mean, how exciting is
Wow.
that? There's a lot of really good news this week. A lot of great news.
I've got another bit of news.
Oh, have you? Is that why you rung the bell? Because it did feel like you were ringing and I was like, we didn't have news. Go on,
No,
what's your news?
this was something I saw on Twitter, and it's a bit more of a serious thing. So someone jokingly put up on their Instagram story and was like, oh my gosh, like what if Jonathan Groff's character in Doctor Who was Ncuti's love interest? And then this person anonymously was messaged by someone that didn't agree with this point and was like, oh my gosh,
Oh, yeah.
and said some absolutely...
Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Crispy has just suddenly left the recording. I've never had this happen before. Oh no. So he was in the middle of telling us some news, ladies and gents, and we gotta hold off and
Troy?
wait. Oh, hang on, he's coming back.
What happened? Were you still in there?
That is the funniest thing that I think is ever going to happen in one of these episodes. Just in the middle of a story, and Riverside goes, nope, and you're gone.
Does it say we're still recording on your end? Like, what time are we at?
It says recording for me, and when you joined, it said actual recording will be higher quality, so I think we're good. If you want to stop it and restart it to be safe, you can do. I don't mind.
On me, it says 27 seconds in.
Yeah, but it does say it's recording.
It does say it's recording.
Okay, so it'll probably be because you left and joined back, so like your new session is 27
Okay.
seconds. What it
Okay.
basically means is I'm going to have a nightmare editing this now,
I'm
so I have to
sorry.
sync you up twice.
I'm
Should
sorry.
be. You and your blamming Australian Wi-Fi. This is all in the episode, so just keep going. What's our story? It's just left again! Oh no! No! What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? What is going on? I still don't know what we're doing this episode, and he's gone twice. Oh no! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to... And you know how I said the one a couple episodes ago with all the noises was chaotic? This is worse. This is much more chaotic. Crispy, what's going on?
man. I don't know. It left. It just lost me for some reason.
Is your internet
I don't know
playing
what's going
up,
on.
potentially?
No, everything's fine. Internet. This is the best internet speed I've had in forever.
Evidently not, buddy. I feel like you're trying to gaslight us right now. Gotta be honest.
I don't know what's going on.
So, you have a quick check, and I'll pick up with the story because I feel like it's probably safer at this point. Let's see if you get bombed out again.
We can. Do you just want to cut that bit out, and I can go back in?
No.
No.
This is honestly hilarious. I want to keep it as it is.
All right.
Come on,
All right,
it's
fine.
funny.
Well,
it's funny. Go on.
Oh, no, it is good. It is good.
All right, go on. You pick up. If you get kicked once more, I'll take the story over because I don't want everyone to feel like they're being teased.
Let's hope for the freaking best. Okay, so someone was hurling abuse towards this individual that put up a pretty innocent comment on Instagram, and that's very much a theory that a lot of us had, potentially. I mean, we just saw Ncuti and Jonathan Groff at a Beyonce concert together, and they were like posing like, oh, you know what? What if in the show they were love interests? Interesting fact. But this person was hurled abuse, some absolutely heinous things were said to them. And then out of nowhere, the doctor, Ncuti Gatwa, messages this individual on their Instagram and had this to say. I'm sorry you received such a horrible message from the awful guy. He's been blocked and deleted from my account. Reported him extensively. I can't stand stuff like that. Really hope you're okay. Lots of love. Shoots.
Yeah, he literally put shoots. I love it.
Shoots. I mean, but what an absolute legend. I mean, we don't really hear a lot of this because a lot of the doctors and cast and stuff don't tend to have an Instagram. But this is one of the first doctors that has had an Instagram, and now we've seen them put it to use in a very meaningful way. So I've got nothing but praise to give Ncuti Gatwa for using that and making this individual feel okay and safe.
Absolutely. So, yeah. Absolutely. It's brilliant. It's such a lovely thing to see. Yeah, most doctors don't have any social media, like let alone not even Instagram. No. I mean, Capaldi has nothing, Jodie has nothing, Matt has nothing, his mum has Twitter, which is quite cute, but Matt has nothing. David has nothing, but that's because Georgia does everything for him for social media. She's kind of like his manager almost,
True.
I feel like. And Eccleston has Instagram, but he just occasionally says people to kiss his backside when they try and praise the royal family. He doesn't do much else beyond
Correct.
that.
No.
So when we appreciate him for his very, well, what should we say, unapologetic stances, we appreciate those.
Correct.
Because we appreciate everyone's opinions, regardless of what you think, and it's very funny. Because I just love his Instagram, man. I love Christopher Eccleston.
Oh, he's so funny.
So good.
He's so damn funny.
Which, actually, do any Doctor Who actors other than Ncuti have an Instagram? And Eccleston, sorry.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's like Karen Gill. There's like a lot of companions and stuff.
Companions, yeah, but actual doctors. Does Colin Baker have one? Because Colin and Sylvester have a Twitter.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. This could be a whole episode. Let's go through
stalking Doctor Who
all the Doctor's
social medias. Yeah, what a great idea for that. Anyway, since it seems like you're back in the room and you're safe, is he safe?
Hope so.
Is he all right?
I really hope everything's okay.
Can we just get a summoning circle of people crossing their fingers for me to appear in a Doctor Who YouTube channel video now? Because I think it might possibly happen. You liked the tweet, Crispy.
What?
They tweeted out
yes.
saying, what are some of your favourite companion moments or scenes from the series? Reply below to be featured on the Doctor Who YouTube channel. And I replied saying I loved the scene with Martha's goodbye to the 10th Doctor in Last of the Time Lords because she's just a badass. She says what she feels. Ten's like, oh, I messed up here. And she just walks out with her theme blasting. It's a great scene. And it's got 46 likes, which means it's probably going to be up there on the replies, which means they might include it. If I see my name in a Doctor Who YouTube channel video, I'm going to be very excited.
That'd be great.
You met Capaldi.
It's awesome.
But I was on the channel where they say don't forget to click below to subscribe to the official Doctor Who YouTube channel, so that's even better. Then again, weren't you on there for the world tour stuff?
I've been on it a few times. I've been on the fan show.
Okay, so we're going to pretend that you've never been on the Doctor Who YouTube channel and that this is a step forward for the podcast.
I was on a thing on the channel called Classmates where we reviewed the first 2 episodes of Class. How random is that?
He's always got to one-up me, ladies and gentlemen. He's always got to one-up me.
I try. It's the only thing I have, Troy. It's the only thing I have.
You met Capaldi. It is not the only thing you have.
It's alright. You'll meet him one day. Day.
Right, what's our episode title? What are we doing, Crispy? Come on. It's time for you to reveal the surprise. I hope this is worth the build-up. I'm nervous.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so a few weeks back, we talked about Stephen Moffat and how he had a lot of heavy hitters in Doctor Who. His IMDb scores are like 9 and above for a lot of his episodes.
Okay.
So today we will be discussing if it works, maybe not. Here we go. The top 10 Russell T Davies episodes on IMDb. Are you excited?
Yes, Crispy, I am very excited.
Good. This is my AI-generated Troy.
To be fair, no, I just had a random realisation that we don't have any audio syncs now because of you leaving and joining back, and I realised that in the middle of you explaining it, and I was like, we need to chicken.
Dear. Oh, dear. Do you want a chicken right now for everyone?
Wait, have we ever chickened? We have chickened.
Live.
Oh.
There goes the postman. Oh, this episode
is already it's gone to the dogs.
Cursed.
It's gone to the dogs.
Oh my gosh.
It's gone.
Oh, I don't know. Now it's just me, and I know Troy will want to keep this in the edit. So if you're hearing this, thanks, Troy, for keeping this bit in the edit.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the doorbell rang, and then I came back to find Mr. Pro of Crispy wasn't here. And apparently you crashed out and joined back about 5 times. We're having a great day of technicalities. It's a great
taking
time.
us back to the old Who's There. People wanted the old Who's There. Well,
They got it back. They got it
right back.
With your terrible Aussie internet, mate. They got it back.
Sorry, everyone.
But ladies
I'm
and gentlemen,
really sorry.
I did have a special thing I was going to show because the doorbell ringing was actually quite cool for this episode. Do you want to know what it was, Crispy?
Oh, please. If it's another lightsaber, I swear to God.
It's actually Doctor Who themed. It's actually Doctor Who themed.
I'm interested.
So, what we have this book. This book here, Crispy. It's very nice.
Looks like a laptop case.
It does look a bit like a laptop case, but it says Voltex. It's a company that makes wallets that hold certain things. Do you know what they might hold in here?
Oh, Troy, I've got a funny feeling I know what it has.
What do you think it might be, my brother?
Maybe some Doctor Who trading cards, perhaps?
It might be.
Oh, this is cool.
Oh, listen to that noise of the zip. This is like some zip ASMR.
Yeah, for everyone, nice.
If you all might remember, there was a trading card run last year for Jodie Whittaker's first 2 series of Doctor Who. Why they never waited and did it for all 3, I don't know, but we won't ask those questions because they claim they don't make any sense to Rittenhouse, the company who made them.
No.
But it was a very cool trading card collection because unlike most trading cards where it's just like, oh, they've got little stats and numbers and you can have little like battles, which nobody ever did, unless people did, and I just didn't have any friends. That's actually more possible. These ones are like collector's cards where they have screenshots from episodes on, and on the back there's like descriptions from each screenshot. It's like a proper little memorabilia thing. So I bought a big enough wallet to hold, the old collection, and here, look, I've got Jodie Whittaker's ones.
Oh,
You got a screenshot from the episode and then the information next to them. I organised them very neatly. I think they look very nice.
It does look very nice.
But when I was at Wales Comic Con, I mentioned I bought a collection for series 1 to 4. But for me to display them the way that I want to, I need 2 of each card because I need to see what's on the front and what's on the back. Because in this wallet, there's literally black padding in between each side, so you can't see what's on the other side of what you've put in. So, ladies and gentlemen, my doorbell rang this morning with my extra set to put in the album. So,
nice!
There you go. That's what I've got. I might actually put a few of them in while we're talking. Who knows? But I'll just show you all. I'll just unwrap one of them if I can get it open.
Oh, it's an unboxing, everyone.
It is. It's an unboxing without having to buy hundreds of pounds worth of packs. I mean, there are loads of exclusive cards. There's no cards for Christmas specials. They're like rare ones you get from opening packs, that kind of thing, but I'm just not going to spend that kind of money.
Okay.
I actually need money over summer, so it's a problem. So, for example, here's our first card. Let me get on my camera to make sure that this does look right. So we have one here, which is for Rose. It says Rose in the corner.
Oh, interesting you bring up that episode. Very interesting.
And then on the back, it describes a bit from the episode.
Oh, and it's got that new logo.
So you've got another one from Rose of him with the cards.
Oh, cool.
And again, another unique description. And then, again, one more for Rose with the Nestine Consciousness, the Autons, and a description. So there's 3 for every episode. And considering this is series 1 to 4, there's a lot more cards this time than there were for the Jodie one. Because Jodie's was just 2 series, and they only had 10 episodes each. Whereas we've got 4 13-episode series here.
Yeah, so there's
a lot of cards. So I'm just going to, kick back. I'm going to open this up and start putting some cards in.
Okay.
I'll tell you one funny story, then. So when I was editing the episode last week with Ellie, I was just, sitting minding my own business, and then I heard the doorbell ring. I was like, right, I'll go down and check what's going on with my parcels. I opened the door, no postman there. I was like, what, did you do like a ring the doorbell and run? Because there was a parcel in the porch. In the letterbox, sorry.
Parcel in the porch,
brain shutting off. Parcel in the porch. And I was like, oh, so he's clearly been, but I guess maybe he thought I was busy, he dropped the parcel off and walked off.
Right.
So then I came back upstairs, I dropped the parcel, came back up, and then went to carry on hearing the episode. Then I heard the doorbell ring again, and I went, what is going on? I went, did I hear that? Am I making it up? Put my headphones back on, hit play again, hit the doorbell again. It turns out that I was hearing the doorbell in the recording from us with Ellie. The mic had picked up the doorbell. The first time I heard it, I thought it was the actual doorbell ring, and then it took me a couple of listens to go, oh, no, he put that through the mailbox and didn't ring the bell because it fit through, and figured I'd just look later. And then I went and checked from hearing it in the recording.
That's so funny. You're in this, constant loop of ding-dong ditching yourself.
I basically am. The doorbell sound effect, it haunts me. It haunts me now, ladies and gentlemen.
It's
a crazy
funny.
time.
Thank you for sharing that. That was good.
It's a great little story, and it's just enough time.
Tidbit?
Just enough time for me to do the first page of cards, so you can have a look at this, Crispy.
Yeah, let's have a look at your collection.
My phone. Here's what it looks like with the image and the description.
Phenomenal.
It's great.
Phenomenal.
And the album's literally only just big enough to hold both collections. Like, just after this one ends, so this one ends on this page here, you've got page, and then we're there. There's I tried to work it out to be one that would hold both, and it's almost completely perfect. So I'm quite happy.
Wow.
And I've got little
done,
front
Troy.
cards for Chris, for Jodie, and for Mandip. Look at that.
That is so nice.
There was a metal card at Wales Comic Con that just said "My Doctor" on it and had a picture of David Tennant, but it was £25, and I was like, "It's cool, it's
for a
metal,
card.
but £25. That's a bit too much dinero, a bit too much of the dinero." I'm Spanish. I'm going to move my microphone over here while we're talking, just while I'm doing the cards, purely so that the mic sounds good. You can't see my face.
That's fine. That's
great.
fine. I prefer
Come on,
it like
Crispy,
that.
let's play this IMDb game while I put cards in. This is a great, entertaining, high-effort episode.
This is fun. It's pretty chill from us. All right, Troy.
And I'll show off the collection when we're done.
Oh, very good. Very good.
There
Something for everyone to look forward to, so like and subscribe, everyone.
I bet the Apple Podcast listeners are really excited about that.
Oh, God, it's been a while since we've said that.
It's been a while. You allow me that one.
Allow it. I'll allow it.
Good.
Try. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad you are ready. I'm trying to play a sting. I'm trying to play a sting. I'm trying to play a sting for this section, but it's not playing.
Okay, well, there's your sting. Right, let's play.
That's perfect. All right, everyone, welcome to the top 10 Russell T Davies episodes on IMDb. It is very interesting. Troy, where do you think the lowest, his 10th best episode is in the actual list of all of them? Where do you think it sits? Do you think it's in the top 50, top 40, top 70?
No, I remember when we talked about this, there were a couple of his that did make it into the top 10, but most of them were Stephen Moffat. We should explain, by the way, IMDb is like a platform to give you information on actors, TV shows, films. It's literally called the Internet Movie Database. That's what it stands for.
Yes.
And also users can rate films, episodes, that kind of thing, for films, TV shows, all kinds of stuff. And so there are IMDb ratings, basically, from viewers for every modern Doctor Who episode. So we're looking at the highest ratings, basically, for what viewers have put on IMDb. That's the general gist.
Correct.
So you can expect that a lot of Moffat and Russell episodes will be high up, and then The Timeless Child will probably be right at the bottom of the list because, it's about the masses and what the masses say. And as we know, the masses were not too kind to some of Jodie's episodes, but that's a story for another day.
But in my research for this video, I did see what the top Chibnall episodes were, and it's an interesting batch. It's a really interesting batch. So I think that'll be one for one day. Oh, hello.
It's the Mighty Burger Fest.
Oh.
It's me when I wake up in the morning. All right.
Naughty boy. All right. Troy, where do you think his 10th best episode sits in that big list of hundreds of Doctor Who episodes?
I can't remember what number it was at in the top 10. I think it was... Well,
No. As in not number one, not his best one, his 10th best one. Do you think where do you think he's cracked? Where do you think he's cracked?
32nd. In fact, do you know what? Let's be mathematical. Oh, wait, am I right?
Oh, you keep going. You say what you want to say.
No, go on.
You say your piece.
I was going to say let's be mathematical and related to the Doctor Who trading cards. There's how many episodes? There's 13. 13 times 4, 50, 52. 52nd. There you go. There's 52 trading cards, so 52nd in the list.
No. Troy, you were way closer with your original guess.
Oh, was I? Okay.
in 35th place, the 10th best Russell T Davies episode is from Series 1, and it's a little episode called Bad Wolf.
Oh, by this we mean penned by Russell, not just from his era.
No, not just from his era. From his era is a completely separate thing. These are just Russell T Davies episodes.
We know Blink wins that one.
Yeah, by a long shot, apparently. But I think it's really, really interesting because looking at this list, I had no idea where I would place Russell's episodes because they're consistently good, but I don't really know which one's better than others. But this one, I think I'd agree with that. It's probably the 10th best Russell T Davies script ever, potentially.
It is pretty good. It is pretty good. I just figured I'd move my mic a little bit more so you could see my face because I feel like staring at my mic stand is not the nicest thing to look at. Then again, is my face much nicer? Who knows?
It's fine. Thank you.
It's fine.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So interesting. Right. So Bad Wolf comes out 10th. That's... I want to say that's almost surprising, but then again, I feel like you're going to get a lot of Series 4 or Series 2 stuff or even Series 3. A lot of people say Series 1's the best Russell series, as you know. I strongly disagree with that. I think it's a great start, but I think there's a lot better stuff to come.
I can confirm there's only one other episode in this list from Series 1.
Doesn't surprise me. And it's obviously going to be Parting of the Ways, which is... Well, then again, we're talking written by Russell T Davies. I was going to say Dalek or Father's Day, but they weren't penned by Russell. Dalek was Robert Shearman, and Father's Day was... don't tell me. Oh, what's his name? Who wrote Human Nature?
James
Cornell.
Corden.
Paul Cornell.
Yeah, it's Paul Cornell. Yeah.
There you go.
Correct.
It's like, I know some writers' names. I don't want to fail my knowledge at the last hurdle.
No, absolutely not. All right, Troy. The next
Yes.
one is from Series 3. Can you guess which one? This is Russell T Davies' 9th best story ever written. Play along at home, everyone. It's fun.
9th best rated. I'm going to go with Series 3. Might not be the highest rated Series 3 episode. There might be one or two more still above it to come from Russell, possibly. So if I set expectations accordingly, I'm going to say Smith and Jones.
Absolutely not.
Really?
I don't even know where that one's not even in the top 10, would you believe?
Control F. Hit Control F and type Smith and Jones, see where it is.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right.
Control and F allows you to find things on a page, ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know that. So, fun fact.
Fun facts with Troy. But Troy, it's not that one. What else do you think it is?
I want to know where Smith and Jones is first. Hang on, where's Smith and Jones?
I'm trying to load it up. As you know, my internet has not been the best tonight.
Okay, yeah, maybe that's a bad idea. True, maybe that's a bad idea. I don't know. What would be the next best rated? Because the thing is, I don't remember which ones Russell actually penned in Series 3. He didn't write Lazarus Experiment. That was Stephen Greenhorn, because he wrote Doctor's Daughter as well.
Smith and Jones is 75th.
What?
Yeah.
The 75th highest rated.
With a 7.9 out of 10. I should say that Bad Wolf got an 8.6 out of 10.
Well, you know what? People are crazy. People are strange, as Echo and the Bunnymen once said. I don't know. I'm actually stuck here. Let's go for, like, I don't know. Utopia wouldn't be there. Last of the Time Lords, maybe? Because I feel like Sound of Drums might be higher.
Troy, I can confirm, in 9th place with an 8.7 out of 10, in the 34th position on the list is Utopia, as you just said. How random.
Yeah, because I keep thinking top 10 episodes, but it's not. It's, like, in the list, yeah. So Utopia does make sense. Yeah.
It does.
It's a good episode, and it has one of the best cliffhangers probably in Russell's run, question mark?
One of the best. And it's funny you mentioned The Sound of Drums, because that too has an 8.7 out of 10 and is 33rd on the list, making it the 8th best Russell script. How random's that?
So we go from Utopia to Sound of Drums immediately?
Yeah, immediately.
So is Last of the Time Lords after that? I doubt it, but...
No, Last of the Time Lords, it's not in the top 10, would you believe?
I actually would believe it, because people really don't seem to like that kind of ending of the 10th Doctor becoming super god. I'm going to float around and, Deus Ex Machina my way out of it. I've never minded that. I thought it was fine. I think it's definitely, like, his least inventive solution.
Yeah.
To, like, the Doctor being in a bad situation, but I still think it's good. I still don't mind it.
I love that episode.
It's a nice idea that, like, just the hopes of people are enough to save the day.
It's good nice I love what they do with Martha in especially that 3-parter.
Yeah, Martha's just great. She literally laughs at the Master. Who does that?
Who does that?
Who does that? Nobody.
Last of the Time Lords is 56th on the list. Would you believe?
Wow.
Wowie. Wow. All right, Troy. The next one is from 2009. I don't know if you count this one. I'm putting this on par with number 8 because it's kind of Russell T Davies, but kind of not, if that's a hint.
Well, did he write it?
Yes, but
there you go. Oh, like he co-wrote it?
Yeah.
Which one did he co-write then for the specials? Did he co-write Waters of Mars?
Correct.
I was going to say,
Phil Ford.
Phil Ford and Russell T Davies. Okay. See, the thing with episodes like that, especially ones that are, like, really high regarded, is I always wonder who wrote which bits. What bits.
Exactly.
Was the Time Lord Victoria stuff
save it?
Was the Time Lord Victoria stuff more Russell? Was Phil Ford, like, the Flood? I don't know.
I honestly think that might be the case. I really think that might have been the case. I think the original concept would have been Phil Ford's, and then Russell was like, I need to do something with this to make it like a precursor to the end of time. Potentially. I don't know.
You make a good point. There. You make a good point.
I'll ask him. One day.
All he has to do is write, like, one page of the script and probably get a writing credit, so he could have, like almost done nothing and get loads of credit for it, It's possible. It is possible.
Oh, the dream. The dream of being showrunner. Anyway.
That's your dream, being a podcast co-host. All you do is show up, talk for an hour, and then I do everything else. What?
Exactly. And coming in at number 7 is another episode.
Having a go for our audio listeners. It's just a joke, okay? Don't worry. I don't hate it.
We're very cheeky here. We're very cheeky, everyone.
Yeah, anyway.
All right, Troy. This one's a doozy. This one comes in at 25th on the list. And it's an episode from 2010. Can you guess which one it is?
Well, it has to be End of Time Part 2. It's the only Russell one that was from 2010 because it was New Year's Day. You didn't make that one very challenging, brother. Come on.
No, I didn't. I was glad you picked up on that almost immediately. I forget how smart you are sometimes.
Mate, I live in a room surrounded by posters. I'm putting trading cards in a wallet, and I'm single. Like, I'm going to know stupid stuff like this.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
I fit all the criteria. Here's Love and Monsters. That's where I'm up to in the cards, by the way, everyone. Love and Monsters now.
Ooh,
yeah,
very good.
I'm getting through it quite quickly. I've done quite a few. Look at this, Crispy. I've done all these pages.
Since we've been talking.
Since you've been gone. Okay.
I can't breathe for the first time. All right, Troy.
That's not the song I was going for.
I know, but I remixed it.
No, you didn't. Right. You went for a worse song. Anyway, continue.
Troy, we just had the 25th best episode, The End of Time Part 2.
And that was 6th on our list, was it?
That was 7th on our list. Now we're up to the 6th best RTD episode. This one is from 2008. Series 4. We're getting to Series 4, baby. What do you think it is? He's got a few bangers in Series 4.
See, the thing that would help in this quiz, I'm not going to ask you to do it because it does make it too easy.
Okay.
I'd like to know how many of each series episodes have made his top 10, because then I could kind of plan a bit better and go which one's bottom, which one's top. But it does take the fun out of it, so I don't want you to do that. I don't know. This is the 6th place now. So we got 6 episodes, and there's going to be more than one Series 4 episode.
Correct.
Russell T Davies wrote Midnight, didn't he?
Oh, he did.
So is it Midnight?
Oh,
it's not. Okay. Because I know Midnight's high regarded, but I was like, maybe I don't think it'd be as highly regarded as like The Stolen Earth and/or Journey's End. And I do remember one thing ahead of time. I do remember that Journey's End was rated higher than Stolen Earth, as it should be.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good.
So I know those two are still to come, but I don't think it's either of them. Is it one of them, or is it not?
It is not the finale.
Okay, so there's 3 Series 4 episodes in the top 6. Cool, I like that. So what episode would go below them? Turn Left?
That is correct. It is Turn Left.
So the last 3 episodes of Series 4 all break nearly the top 5 most rated Russell episodes. That's crazy.
It is absolutely crazy.
And it's deserved, by the way. It is deserved.
Turn Left is 24th on the official list, and that is number 6. Yeah, his 6th best script. So, now we are officially in the top 5, and this is where things get pretty crazy. Would you believe?
Crazy? They get crazy now? What?
They only get crazier and crazier from here.
I'm on Series 3 now, baby, so it's getting even
Oh
crazier.
my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Bro, can you not tell I've done a lot of these with trading cards, okay? I've got a lot of trading cards. It's a problem.
Okay, Troy, we're officially in the top 10. I mean, the top 5. We've been in the top 10 this whole video.
I was going to say...
Okay. Coming in at number 5 with a rating of 9 out of 10. And it is number 17th on the list. What do you think? What do you think it is, Troy?
What series is it from?
Series 4.
I swear Stolen Earth got higher than a 9.
Oh.
You're telling me 4 of the top... So, hang on. So 3 of the top 5 episodes are from Series 4, and 4 of them in the top 6. Blimey. Yeah. As it should be. I love it. So what's rated higher than Turn Left, but less than Stolen Earth and Journey's End? That's the question.
Yeah. You're flawless with your thinking, by the way.
I know. I'm just a genius.
I'm
pretty sure Stolen Earth got a 9.2 and Journey's End got a 9.3, if I remember rightly. Am I correct with thinking those?
Maybe. I'll reveal it if we get there.
Sorry, I forget that we're trying to keep an illusion, but I've got a good memory. I'm actually wondering now, because Partners in Crime was really good. Like, I can kind of see that episode being sat in, like, high up, because that was, it's probably Russell T Davies' best No, it's not probably. It is Russell T Davies' best premiere episode.
I agree.
And
I'll agree with that.
It has one of the best scenes with Donna and Ten through the windows, man, to each other. That's brilliant.
We would recreate it now, but it doesn't really work for a podcast, unfortunately.
You know what? I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm just gonna go straight for it. Full send. Partners in Crime.
Partners in Crime is 89th on the list with a 7.7 out of 10. Would you believe?
This is why I don't trust IMDb fans.
I don't trust it either. I was shocked when I saw that. I was like, oh, what other Russell episodes are really good? And I looked them up, and I've got some shocking statistics. I've got some shocking statistics for you.
I'm going to be upset.
But no, it's not that. So you can rule out Partners in Crime.
Do I have a card with Andrew Garfield on it? Sorry, I got a bit distracted there. I was just like, I'm on the Dalek episodes, and I'm like, is there an Andrew Garfield one? Because you can get an Andrew Garfield one signed. Like, there's a really rare chance of getting one to pop up. Obviously, I'm not getting that because that's money. Oh, there is. There is a card with David on it, and just in the bottom corner there.
Oh, you've got Andrew Garfield officially in the collection.
I officially have Andrew Garfield in my room.
Wow, nice.
That doesn't sound weird at all.
Finally.
Anyway, just got to do one of his weird laugh again, then it's going to be even better.
Nice.
I actually don't know then. So it's not Partners in Crime, and it's not Stolen Earth or Journey's End.
You've already said it. Don't skim over it. You said it before, and I said, no, it's not that one. It's Turn Left.
Midnight?
It is Midnight. Correct.
Oh.
Correct. Turn Left is not as good as Midnight, people think. Midnight has cracked into the top 5 Russell T Davies episodes, and it has cracked into the top 20 episodes of all time, apparently, at number 17.
I can
with
see
a 9
it.
out of 10.
I can see it. I still find it so funny, as you know, that I just did not... My mum and I both just did not vibe with that episode the first time round.
Nor did I, and I think I had a very similar case first time watching the God Complex. My sister and I were really freaked out by that episode. We were like, oh, that's really dark. But now I've really come to appreciate it. I don't remember watching it properly the first time round. When I rewatched it, I was like, no, this is good. I like this episode. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Hey, speaking of good stuff...
Although it has David Williams in, so that takes a point away.
Oh, do you not like David Williams?
I'm not the biggest fan of his. I don't particularly dislike him, but I have a bit of a vendetta out for him because he took over a UK show called It'll Be Alright in the Night. Anyone who's ever seen that, it's just a collection of like TV outtakes and stuff. Used to be hosted by Griff Rhys-Jones, really funny guy. David Williams takes over, and I can count how many times I've laughed at the jokes he's made in the narration on two hands. I honestly kind of just wish there wasn't a narrator at this point, but it's fine. Anyway, so continuing on. No,
Troy
to be
with the
fair,
hot take.
To be fair, David Williams was good in the episode. I did like him in God Complex.
Yeah, no,
he was good.
He was great.
He was good. He was good.
All right, Troy, you're in the top 4 now, mate. You're in the top 4 now. Stick with Series 4. This is the 16th best episode of all time, apparently, and Russell's 4th best. What do you think?
So the thing I'm thinking now, we've got 4 more episodes to go. I haven't seen Parting of the Ways. I haven't seen Doomsday. And I know Stolen Earth and Journey's End are in there, so I think they're the top 4 in whatever order. I think Parting of the Ways, Doomsday, Stolen Earth and Journey's End are still to come.
Okay.
So... the question is...
interesting thinking.
The question is which one comes next. So I'm going to say... I'm going to go for top 4. I'm going to go for this as a prediction.
Going to go?
I'm going to say 4th place is going to be Parting of the Ways, 3rd place Doomsday, 2nd place Stolen Earth, 1st place Journey's End. That's what I'm going to go for. I'm just skipping ahead, making some predictions.
You say that one more time, just so I can get it through my head.
So Parting of the Ways will be next, in 4th place. Then Doomsday, in 3rd place.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Stolen Earth in 2nd place, and then Journey's End takes the top spot.
Oh my god, Troy!
Have I nailed that?
I can officially.
Have I just nailed that? Have I just cut out 10 minutes of the podcast?
That you have got 0 out of 4 there. You've got that completely wrong. You have got that completely wrong.
Okay, please tell me I picked the right 4 episodes, but in the wrong order.
I will give you that. You have picked the correct 4 episodes, which is huge, which is massive, but you've got it in the completely wrong order. But well done, though. That is crazy.
No.
All right, I'll shoot through this list. I'll rethink it. Which one do you?
We got to get runtime, bro. Runtime. I'm still only on the Series 3 trading cards. Come on, we got to make this last.
Okay. So at number 4 with a 9 out of 10. This is the 16th best episode of Doctor Who of all time, apparently. Is The Stolen Earth, which I think is a good episode. I think it's a fun episode. I really like it.
It has probably the cliffhanger that got the nation talking more than any other cliffhanger for Doctor Who, if we're being real.
Correct.
David Tennant regenerating, what's going on? I said to you, I always remember Sylvester McCoy going on British morning TV like a couple mornings after. And like, what do you think of this cliffhanger? And he's like, I thought it was very good. And then he chatting all about it. Like, it was a great moment.
It was a moment.
In the UK, it was great. I mean, you remember it because you were a fan at the time, weren't you, Crispy?
Yeah, I was. Kidding. James Corden got me into the show.
Shows. Yep, there you go.
There it is. All right, Troy, at number 3, this episode is not from Series 4, would you believe?
So it's Doomsday.
With a 9 out of 10 in 15th place, the 15th best episode of all time. The third best Russell script is The Parting of the Ways.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
The plot thickens. The plot thickens.
It's the meme face.
Oh, there he is.
David
Happy
Tennant
boy.
Grinning over
Happy
the walls.
David
I'm on
Tennant.
series 4 now, baby. I'm on series 4.
All right.
This is great. It's actually very appropriate when you think about it. I'm putting in Russell T Davies trading
I
cards.
know.
Why are you telling me about the best rated Russell T Davies episodes?
This is fun. We should do this more often.
I bet our listeners are going to be delighted with this episode.
Delighted.
Absolutely
Delighted.
How many people have actually seen that clip of Russell? Because, like, we're not making that up. Like, we are trying to impersonate an actual clip, I promise you.
He says, delighted.
Also, this album's getting so heavy on my knee. There's so many
good.
cards in this thing now. It's crazy.
That means there's effort been put in, and you should be proud of that.
Unlike this podcast.
Troy, we're at the top 2 right now. We're at the top 2.
So it's going to be Doomsday and then Journey's End, right? Doomsday in second place, Journey's End tops. No, because you said I was wrong on all 3. Is Doomsday the highest rated Russell T Davies episode?
I can happily reveal that in second place and 10th overall on the Doctor Who charts is Journey's End from 2008, and taking the number 1 spot, the 8th best episode of all time apparently, is Doomsday from 2006 with a 9.2 out of 10. There you go. Troy, what are your thoughts?
You know what I wonder? I think Doomsday's a really good episode, but if I compare it to Journey's End purely for how well it wraps up Russell's era, albeit a couple of episodes too early, like, I honestly think there's not much of a contest. I think because there's so much of, like, a nostalgia towards Rose leaving and how emotional it was, it's like the most emotional thing probably in Russell's era, easily. Like, anyone who liked Rose was heartbroken. The music, like I said before, like these things you see on TikTok where it's like, you know, you have like PTSD if you lived in the UK at this particular age and you know this music kind of thing. So like I appreciate that, but I wonder if people's nostalgia for that moment in particular makes them rate it higher than Journey's End. Because if you ask me to compare the two, I would say Doomsday's more upsetting, although I do love, like, just in particular Wilf's reaction to Donna lying unconscious on his doorstep. Like, that whole thing is just... Yeah. That's amazing. But in terms of episode quality, I would swap it round. I'd say Journey's End's better than Doomsday. Personally.
Wow.
So I'm intrigued by that. That
is very, very good stuff. Wow. So... there is the list, everyone. Some absolutely banging episodes in there. But some of you might be wondering, hey, where were some other episodes? Troy, where do you think Rose is on the entire list of Doctor Who episodes? Where do you think Rose lands? The debut episode of the revival of the show.
It's interesting it doesn't make top 10, especially because Doctor Who Twitter holds it in such a high regard now. They're like, this is one of the best episodes, it's the opener, blah, 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 blah. And I've always been like, it's good, but it's not. Like, it's a bit campy. Like, I feel like campy. It was... Doctor Who hadn't quite found its tone, especially in Series 1, because Series 1 had more of that kind of soap opera energy to it, and it worked. It was good, don't get me wrong. But I would say... Are we talking, like, overall or for Russell
This is overall, not just Russell. Overall, where do you think it lands?
On the list of modern Doctor Who episodes, where does Rose sit? How many episodes have even released? Like 200 or something now?
I will go to the bottom of the list. There are...
Should have looked at that earlier for reference.
There are... Oh, wow. We are almost officially on 200. There's 198. For the 60th, one of those will be the 200th.
So Wild Blue Yonder is going to be the 200th episode of modern Doctor Who?
Yeah, yes. Well, hang on, they've listed
Matt Smith
it here.
Comes back for the 200th episode, that's crazy.
Yes, correct. 200th episode, I think, if IMDb is correct, which it might not be.
So, out of nearly 200 episodes, where would Rose sit? I actually don't know. I should ask you where the number 10 episode sat for Russell to give me a hint, but that's my fault for not remembering. I'm going to say...
I will tell you, it's 35. For Bad Wolf. Bad Wolf is in at 35.
42.
Oh, no, that's a Chris Chibnall episode, you silly boy.
I know it was. I was waiting for you to make that joke. I'm going to say around 42nd place, something like that. I don't think it's going to be far behind.
I can reveal that it is 102. Yeah. You're
telling me that there is a gap of nearly 70 episodes in rating between Bad Wolf and Rose.
Correct. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right.
For a second, I nearly thought that was like there was a 70 episode gap between like ratings of Russell episodes, and I was like, that's not right. No, it is just for where Rose is.
I don't think he's even written 70 episodes, but yeah. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy to me.
Yeah, that's insane. I'm very, very surprised by that.
Those are it, and their Partners in Crime is number 89, which I thought was crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go. Right, so you know what you should do? You should read out the top 10 for Russell, like in order, like do it like a Top of the Pops countdown, so everyone can kind of follow on in case the numbers are a bit much, because they're kind of hurting my brain.
All right, here we go. I'll give you the top 10 best Russell T
Give us
Davies
have you got like a
episodes.
funky beat or something to put in the background?
I've been trying to use the soundboard.
We can't do the Top of the Pops one, because Top of the Pops is that copyrighted song. It's like dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Actually, I could just do it. I could just like impersonate it while you do the countdown.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
How long can I hold my breath? Do it without breathing. Let's try. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the top 10 Russell T Davies episodes. Coming in at number 10 is Bad Wolf. Number 9 is Utopia. Number 8 is The Sound of Drums, tied with Waters of Mars.
All right.
Number 7 is The End of Time Part 2. Number 6 is Turn Left. And in the top 5, we have Midnight with a 9 out of 10. The Stolen Earth with another 9 out of 10. The Parting of Ways with a 9.1 out of 10. Journey's End with a 9.2 out of 10. And Doomsday with a 9.2 out of 10, taking the number 1 spot. There you go. Some banging episodes in there. Are you finished your cards?
Literally in sync with you finishing that list.
I think that's a perfect place to wrap up the episode, my friend.
Series 4 complete. So let's just give you a little flick through.
Wow.
Ooh, this thing is so heavy, it's actually unreal now. So I'll hold it from there. Okay, so we got Series 1. So we got Rose. We got End of the World. Then we've got The Unquiet Dead, Aliens of London, World War 3, and Dalek. Just going to go through all the episodes. Why not? We've then got The Long Game. We've got Father's Day.
Amazing.
Empty Child and Doctor Dances. Then we have Boomtown. And we have Bad Wolf and Parting of the Ways for Series 1. Then we got New Earth.
We talked through the whole thing.
I probably can't do it. I'm not going to do every single episode. I love how this is landscape, but the wolf is like in line instead of looking up at the moon. He's like looking towards Queen Victoria, which actually is fitting for the episode. But yeah, so you can see the whole collection here. So going through Series 2, and then there's Series 3 with the red cards.
Nice.
And then Series 4 with the light blue cards, I guess. So there we go.
Well done, Troy. Oh gosh, he's almost broken his arm.
This thing is actually like really thick now. I remember this getting delivered by Amazon. I was in the middle of doing some gardening, ironically, and the parson left it in the garage. Mum, what's this? I was like, trading card album. She went, not again. I was like, yeah, but it was thin. Again. It was thin, and you could feel the padding. Now, I literally can't crush it.
Thick with two C's.
There's so many cards in this bad boy. Like, if I think about it. There's, what did I say, 52 cards for the baseline, so 104 there for the Series 1 to 4. No, it's going to be more. No, because it's times 3, because there's 3 cards for every episode. So 156 cards times 2, that's 312.
Quick maths for Troy, everyone.
And then 60 cards for Jodie, so 372 trading cards. No, 120 cards for Jodie's, so 432 trading cards. There's over 400 cards in there. No wonder it feels like I'm going to swing at someone with a brick. That's ridiculous.
Wow.
That actually, just lifting it with one hand, I can feel my arm straining in my muscle here. Like, I can feel it. That's wild.
Jeez.
That's wild.
Louise. Well done. I'm proud of you.
What a great little chill episode where we talked about Doctor episodes and I did trading cards. That was cool.
This was really, really good.
It was very cool. It's very, very cool. So there you go. Well, thank you, Crispy. That was an education. What are we calling this episode? The best Russell T Davies episodes?
Just call it top 10 Russell T Davies episodes. Everyone loves the top 10.
Everyone loves the top 10, yeah. Bit of Top of the Pops, you know?
Yeah.
Bit of Top of the Pops. We love that.
Top of the Pops, baby.
Top of the Pops, baby. Top of the Pops. Well, there you go. Well, thank you, Crispy. That has been an education. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And I thought, like, we could apply this to Stephen Moffat in the future. We could apply this to Chris Chibnall in the future. There's some really interesting statistics out there about the top 10 best from individual writers. And I, like, looking at the Chibnall one, I was shocked. I was like, wow, really? But
to be fair, though, Chibnall's only penned, like... Well, then again, he did have 3 series, and he wrote all of Flux Bar Village of the Angels, right? So, yeah.
Yep.
I'm trying to think how many episodes he's actually written. It must only be, like, about 30.
He had, some in the, Russell and Moffat era as well. So it's very interesting. Very interesting.
There were literally, how many episodes were there in Jodie's era? There were 10, 11, 21, 22, 28, 31 episodes.
Jeez.
So, even if he wrote all of them, that's still not tons for a top 10.
Exactly.
So he's probably written, I would say about 30 stories, because a good chunk of Jodie stuff, and then pre-Jodie stuff from Russell and Moffat. Interesting, so that'll be good to look at. But speaking of what we're looking at in the future, what's coming next week, Crispy?
Next week, I think we should have that interview. If everything's aligned, I think Doctor Who News is going to be quiet for a while. I think we should release that interview we've been sitting on for months.
Yes, we can. Oh. So, you'll see my old camera again. And did you have your old camera? I don't actually know.
I don't know. I can't remember. It's
going to be retroactive Who's There next week.
Yeah, it's pretty
maybe
fun.
We should record
it's
a little
really
intro
fun.
at the start of it to maybe our intro gag should be us clarifying it's an old episode.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about this at the end of this episode? Thank you everyone for watching episode 61 of Who's There, where we looked at the top 10 most rated Russell episodes. Thank you for that, Crispy.
That's
it was
all right.
nice to have a
You're
good
welcome.
episode where I didn't have to do all the work. I'm sorry,
Perfect.
that's rude. That's so rude.
No, it's true.
That's rude. All right, what are your final thoughts, Crispy?
My final thoughts are, if I had to guess the best Russell T Davies episodes, I don't think I would have guessed this list at all. Because I think Russell's a very consistent writer, but honestly, I don't think he really has those real standout ones like Moffat did. I think Russell's way more consistent, but Moffat had those ones that went way above and beyond. And Russell did have some episodes that went way above and beyond, but there were fewer compared. That's my hot take. That's my final thought. Thank you.
Shroom. Do you know what we should do?
What should we do?
We should do an episode where we rank our top 10 episodes from a particular era. Not necessarily a writer, that might overcomplicate it. But we can do it. I think I mentioned this once before. There's a Marvel podcast I watch sometimes called Phase Zero, and they rank their top 10 MCU projects from a particular phase or most anticipated. And they'll do a top 10 list, and they'll actually show everyone's top 10 answers, 10 upwards, and they have to explain why they're in each place. And it's always a really fun thing to watch. So I think it would be good if we could do it for Doctor Who. And then you and I both show what our 10th place is and debate it, then our 9th place and debate it. That could be a really fun thing.
I'll write it on our sheet right now.
Cool. You'll see that idea in a couple of weeks' time then. Right, thank you very much for watching. Until then, it's goodbye from Crispy.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. We'll see you all next week in episode 62, where we have a very special interview to show you all. So get excited. It's going to be very, very cool. I was trying to think of a pun involving his name, but I'm not sure I can think of one immediately.
I don't know.
We've had this one locked away in Davy Jones's locker for a while. There you go. There you go.
Some people might know.
That's not too bad. We'll get it next week. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all next week. Until then, Alonzi, baby.
Alonzi, baby.